really closely related to manifestation, because in order for us to manifest, we have to be in tune with our emotional guidance system. So if we're in denial about what we're feeling, we're going to be blocking the very thing that we want. So I really encourage you guys to get in touch with your true emotional state. And as I said in the last video, something that can really help us to understand where we are vibrationally is to just start looking around. Start looking around at what we're experiencing. Start looking around at how are the people around us feeling? What are they talking about? Right? Whatever you see most dominantly in your vibration, in your experience, is often what you're dominantly feeling. And so when we can start to address our actual feelings, so let's say, for instance, I'm trying to convince myself that I'm happy, but deep down I'm actually feeling very powerless. So the leap from powerlessness to happiness is quite big, but I can move from powerlessness to resentment. And obviously resentment isn't a place that you want to stay, but it does give you relief from powerlessness. And so what you can do is start to gradually move yourself up the scale, because making those huge leaps typically doesn't happen, right? And so what people are trying to do, though, is they're trying to make that huge leap and trying to convince themselves that they feel something that they don't actually feel. And what happens then is we have all these blocked emotions. We have our chakras blocked. And when our chakras are blocked, if you guys are enrolled in the Conscious Manifestation Masterclass, I go into how important it is that our chakras are opened and aligned, because that is how we energetically attract. If we are shut down, if our energy centers within our bodies are completely shut down, which happens when we're in a low vibration, then we have very little power to attract the things that we want in our lives. And this is why healing work, trauma work, dealing with your deep-rooted wounds is so key and so vital when it comes to manifestation. These things cannot be ignored. The healing work, the spiritual work goes hand in hand with manifestation. Can't ignore one area and expect our lives to change, right? Because then we're walking around with all of these emotional blockages within our bodies. So my question to you today is, are you in denial? Are you trying to be somewhere that you're not currently emotionally because you don't want to go into those other feelings that may be a little bit uncomfortable to feel, right? And so the process of that, because I know people are going to ask, well, what do I do then? So what you do is you start to slow down and get in tune with what you're actually feeling. So let's say, for instance, I'm actually feeling shame. So I have to actually sit with that. And first, it's an acknowledgement. Okay, you know what? Let's be honest with myself here. Let's get out of denial. I'm not as happy as I say I am. I'm actually feeling a lot of shame right now. And that right there can actually give you a sense of relief, because you're not resisting where you are anymore. You're acknowledging, okay, this is where I am. And so from this place, what can I do and where can I go, right? And then you can go check up the emotional scale. Go look it up on Google and see what comes after shame. What can give me a little bit of relief from shame? And you gradually move yourself up, but it's important to acknowledge where you are and feel those feelings. That's key, because that's going to allow you to get you to the next step. So I truly hope that this video could give you some insight and was helpful for you guys. If it was, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Go down below, subscribe, hit the bell to get my notifications. If you guys